This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by nhliberty.org. nhliberty.org.
I'm standing here with Dory from Keene, who is, you're a long-time resident, or?
For about 12 years.
That's a long time, longer than me. Who owns this beautiful restaurant behind me, which was the source of a lot of news coverage over the last few months because of its color. It's painted yellow. And you got into a situation where the city council maybe was starting to come after, there was some hint that the city council might come after you, try to make you change the color. Tell me a little about where things stand with that.
Well, the city was in an uproar over the color. I didn't think it was a city issue. So I guess they had a meeting, and I went to it with the support of all of these folks inside. And
Liberty activists?
Yes, yeah. And stood up for my rights. I own the building. I pay my taxes on time. I pay my water and sewer bills on time. And, you know, when I bought it, I was given some rights, and those are my property rights, and they should not be able to tell me what color I can paint my own building.
So, do you think the issue is completely resolved? I understand that they've backed off, or?
Well, I mean, they can't make me change it now. It's too late. What they can do is put restrictions from anybody else from this point forward. So there's been rumor that they plan on developing a palette of colors from which other business people may choose from. Which essentially they're still telling you what color you can paint your building.
Yep, that's exactly what they like to do. So you're safe, but the next people might get caught in the crossfire.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
what would you urge people to do to keep that from happening, or do you want to keep that from happening?
Well, they need to get more active. This restaurant is a Mexican restaurant. Yellow is a very vibrant Mexican color. If you look around down here on the square, you can go in full circle. None of these buildings stand out. They're all the same color. And that's, part of the reason nothing's happening on Central Square. Now we're open. Our business then flows over into Vendetta while people are waiting an hour waiting line. They're window shopping in CC&H store. They're having a drink at Vendetta. They're walking down to Miranda's veranda, window shopping, and we call them on their cell phone, let them know their table's ready. So those people are coming to the square.
Yeah.
The square is a busy place.
How did you feel about the tone or the tenor of the support that you got from local liberty activists? Did they do only things you wanted them to, or was there anything that you think they could have done better?
No, they were all fantastic. They were all polite. None of them were unruly. None of them were rude. They just basically, stood behind me and my thoughts of, it's mine. And I can paint it any color I want. The people on city council, I don't know them. I don't know if any of them have ever owned their own business. But to put it on their terms as residents, maybe they should get my approval as to what color they should paint their house.
It would be a turnabout.
Maybe then they would understand. They wouldn't like it, and I'm sure they would then be in an uproar. So that's how I feel about my property.
All right. Thanks so much, Dory. Both for fighting for your rights and also for talking to me.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance. They're attempting to make a clean sweep against politicians that are authoritarian and laws that are authoritarian. But they need your help. Join them at nhliberty.org. Again, that's nhliberty.org. Fighting to keep you free. Fighting at the State House every day. Oh, and I should say, don't join them. Join us, because I am a member of the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance. nhliberty.org